I've tried to start this YouTube channel many times, and I have a whole entire vault of unseen footage, unseen vlogs from when I first started my business. And so today I'm gonna give you an embarrassing sneak peek into my first year of business when I was still teaching indoor cycling part-time as I tried to grow my business. It was the middle of the pandemic. I was sharing an office with my boyfriend, who is now my husband. Like, a lot of things has changed. It's a weird time. I think halfway through I gave up on the vlog that I was filming, so you'll just see the chaos that is trying to do something new. It's actually quite comical to me to watch myself like try and be like, I'm not very good at this, I'm going to give up. And I've also seen that I'm so much more confident now on camera, and like I even have footage before I started my business and I was going to edit that, and that was just too embarrassing. This is like mini embarrassing, and I think it's still interesting to see like what I did in my very first year of a business, like what I was doing every day, how much I was working. So enjoy. I am 5,000, 1,000,000 bajillion%, even though those numbers are backwards, and not a morning person. This is so hard to talk right now, but I am subbing a 6:30 a.m. cycle bar class, so I have to wake up to teach that. And I woke up at 5 a.m. because I get so paranoid when I have to wake up early that I'm gonna be late and miss it, because I'm just so used to like either naturally waking up around 8 or having alarm go off at like 7:30 and then like being like, okay, we're good here. But like 5 is like real freaking early, especially because like I didn't go to bed until midnight because self-care. Which I just like journaled and did a tarot reading and stuff, so that kept me up. Probably not the best decision. I also like wanted to listen to my playlist again this morning before I headed into class, so that gave me some time to do that as I made breakfast and did all those things. I'm thinking today I'm gonna go get Smoothie King after this class is over to treat myself. Honestly, it's like 6 o'clock now, so I still have 30 minutes before I have to actually teach, which is like awesome, because like I said, I'm not a morning person, and waking up at 5 a.m. gives me time for my body to wake up by 6:30 to like want to hype people up. It's hard to hype people up when you're not a morning person, but we fake it till you make it. So let's go in and teach this class. Okay, the class is taught, and like clearly the sun is out now, which is just like beaming down on my face. I don't know if I love teaching so early in the morning, because now it's a weird time. So it's 7:20. I've been up since 5. Gross. I'm gonna go get Smoothie King because I want a smoothie to fulfill the hunger inside of me from working out. And this time of day, like when I teach classes at this time, I'm always have this greatest dilemma. Like, okay, it's 7:20, which is about the time I would normally wake up. Like, should I go back to sleep and take a nap, which is really what I want to do, or should I be productive? I'm gonna let my body decide after I have a smoothie. If I have the mental energy to do what I need to do today. I do have a coaching call, but it's really not until 8 p.m. at night, which is so late. It's so late. Ashley from the future here. That was the last time I ever did calls at 8 p.m. And I did it because everyone in my program that I was teaching 9 to Freedom was in 9 to 5. So I was trying to accommodate their schedule, which is one of the biggest mistakes I made as a new business owner. I was trying to make my business work for everyone else because I wanted clients so bad. And I didn't believe that I could do things my way and my business would work. But now let me tell you, the only time I have calls after 5 is at 6 p.m. once a month with my Made for Everything community. And 8 p.m., what was I thinking? I can't believe I did that. So if you needed to know this, you can do whatever you want in your business. You just have to set that boundary and hold out for it and find the people who will conform to what you want to do. I always tell my clients, like, if there's a surgeon who specializes in something and he only comes in on Thursdays at 12, you're going to make that surgery time work, right? Why can't we do that in our businesses? That is what I should have known back then, but I learned the hard way, so I'm telling you now. So I'm definitely going to need a nap in the middle of the day. But I also need to write some content, create a PowerPoint for the call I have tonight, and I want to go to the record store to get Adrian's birthday present, so we'll see how it goes. clearly. I went to sleep. No, I can't wake up this early. This isn't my life. 3 people in my class this morning, Adrian.
Yeah, who the fuck is gonna wake up at 5?
They were all beasts. They were absolute champions in my class this morning. They were freaking monsters. They were all on the beat when we were at 90 RPM out of the saddle. And I was like, oh shit.
Alright.
I was like, oh, I'm about to change up the choreography. We're about to do some hard stuff. What are we doing today, kids? I need to do a Instagram story on mistakes people are making in the DMs. Then I can go live about mistakes people are making in the DMs. So then I can get people to come to my training tonight on mistakes they're making in the DMs. You see that? You see how that works? Can you mute yourself so I can freely make mistakes for the next 10 minutes? Babe. Babe, can you move me? I got you, I got you. I got you, I got you. I feel like DMs are like a trap that you're in that never go the way as planned. You get shaky when you have to be in them. You have no idea what to say. You stand there for like 15 minutes and look at things before you send a message. Or like you read things and then unread them and then leave people on read. If you answered yes to any of those questions. I'm Ashley and I'm an online business coach, and I'm going to talk to you about 5 mistakes you're making in the DMs that are making them way harder than they need to be, and a little bit about how you can fix it. So I've done a terrible job at vlogging. I gave up in the middle of the day because I've literally sat at my desk all day and it's been really boring. But then I always think my life is boring, and I've done things that were vlog worthy. I went to Starbucks. I did get Starbucks. So here's the deal of what's happened since I've abandoned this vlog. So at 9:30 I woke up, which was so interesting because like that's the time I would start working anyway. You saw me do my makeup, record an Instagram story. I wrote some emails out for my email list for my coaching business. And then, oh my God, I wish I could say I did other things. I replied to some DMs. I went and got Starbucks. I didn't do much. This is why I have a to-done list. Like I literally have a list of things that I've done. At the end of the day, I write down everything I accomplished because sometimes I can't remember, although I do have a list and I've been crossing it off, and I do feel really productive because I have crossed it off. Yeah, I wrote a post for today, I wrote an email for tomorrow. I emailed some new clients who needed some information for their onboarding process. That's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go live on Instagram, but I keep checking and nobody's really on, and so I'm just waiting to figure out what's a good time to go on, because I like to go on Instagram live whenever I have like a certain size audience and it's not there yet. And most of my audience works 9 to 5s anyway, so I really like to wait for them to get off work. Sometimes I can catch them at lunchtime, but yeah. I'm working now on a PowerPoint for a training that I'm doing to teach some of my clients how to do some DM sales. So over here we have a PowerPoint with lots of DM messages, some real, some made up. And tonight I'm going to do a training with all of them to teach them how they can respond better to messages they're getting, so that way they can land clients on Instagram. And my clients are all online service-based businesses, so virtual assistants, social media managers, coaches, strategists, all kinds of things, people who just work with people. And it's really, really cool and really fun. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can overcome the Instagram algorithm and continue to land clients even if Instagram has decreased your reach, and how many people are viewing your post over the past couple of months. Update, I just filmed a video for my email list exclusively for them. It was literally just a 5-minute video that I'm going to throw in with some tips and tricks for how to overcome the Instagram algorithm. If you're like, oh, I kind of want to know that, I have awesome tips and tricks that go out every single week about growing and starting an online business. So check the link down below if that's something you're interested in. Hop on that. Obviously, I did an outfit change because I recorded multiple videos because we batch content so we don't have to do it. Even though I've been sitting here all day trying to create the same PowerPoint, and I hate creating PowerPoints, I just want to talk. Fun fact, I keep talking about how I hate doing this PowerPoint and I would rather talk. Dude, if you have thoughts like that in your head, listen to yourself, because it wasn't until recently that I got to the point where if I was like, I don't want to do it this way, I'd be like, okay, cool, don't do it this way. For example, I had a workshop that I had like hundreds of people signed up for, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do a PowerPoint. All I want to do is talk. And finally in my life, I was able to be like, okay, then don't do a PowerPoint. And I didn't. I stood up at my desk. I had no PowerPoint. I talked. I spoke on the knowledge that I have. I answered people's questions, and I signed clients from that workshop. I sold out a group program. So I wish I could go back and tell younger me and have been like, you keep saying the same thing. Like, you keep saying you don't want to do it this way, so don't do it this way. And that goes for everything you're doing in your life, in your business. If you keep saying, I really don't want to do this, I really don't want to do this, maybe tune in and be like, why? Why do you have to do it this way? Odds are you probably don't. Anyways, back to the video. So it's like 3:38 now if you want a time check. This is probably the most boring vlog ever, but tomorrow will be better.